So I woke up this morning to news about this guy. If you don't know who he is, his name is Carl Pei, and he's the CEO of Nothing. And no, I'm not being facetious. His company is called Nothing. I didn't bother to look into what they fucking do because I don't fucking care. What I do care about is the fact that he sent an email to his employees saying that they all had to go back to the office 5 days a week because
I've already belabored. I've already belabored the fact of of going back to the office 5 days a week is literally just a control thing. Every single metric has shown that productivity goes up when people work from home. Employee happiness goes up when people work from home, and ultimately, costs are saved when people work from home. There is the only thing that here's the people that don't like work from home: middle managers who are not able to find bullshit tasks to, like, when you're a middle manager, when people are working remotely, all you need to do is just check in with your employees every once in a while. Look at and look to see if work is being done. If the work is being done, like, the problem is that in a work from home remote setting, middle managers are kind of become a level of obsolete, and CEOs don't get that good feeling of like walking into one of the company offices. Executives don't get the feeling of walking into one of the offices and seeing all of their little worker bees making them money. It is a feeling. It is not like that people of a certain wealth and or people of a certain age do not get to have, and they want that feeling. They want that feeling of power, control, and status that comes with being in charge of a bunch of people and seeing them work on your behalf.
quote, this is a company for grown-ups. By the way, this man is 34, so he's barely a
Man, that's true. 30, he's a millennial. He's a 30, people, they still consider millennials children, even though there aren't any millennials under the age of, I think, 30, under the age of, I think, 30 at this point.
grown up as far as I'm concerned. First, let me start with this. The only time you should be calling somebody grown-ups or using the term grown-ups is when you're talking to toddlers, and your company employees are not toddlers. But
Yep.
This seems to be a trend among corporations and arrogant CEOs where they think that all of their employees are just like ungrateful babies, and you should all be so thankful for the tiny crumbs of salaries that we give you when we make billions and billions of dollars, and our companies do stock buybacks. And we've laid off tens of thousands of employees, so now we have record profits. Also, as a reluctant corporate communications girly, I don't understand how this dude doesn't have a communications team telling him not to put this heinous shit in writing. Here's the
Communications teams really be taking the unhinged, wild bullshit coming out of the mouth of the bourgeoisie and making it barely fucking palatable for the general public, man. They really are like the fucking Gorbals machines, man. Holy hell.
reality. Grown-ups realize that working remotely is what works for people's lives because they have grown-up responsibilities like caring for children.
A reminder that childcare, like at least in my state, Delaware, pre-K is like $300. $300 a month. Cool, great. Most people, once their kids are old enough for pre-K, will put their kid in pre-K in the system and do that way. Because daycare is like $300 a week, and that's cheap. Daycare's fucking expensive, man. If you I don't have kids, but I have friends that have kids, and the whole the level, the amount of money to get their infants and not pre-K eligible toddlers into fucking shit is insane. It's absurd. And that's another reason work from home is so good. It allows people to it saves people money because they don't have to fucking they can put their fucking toddler next to their desk, and they don't have to fucking deal with a grand a month on fucking childcare, man.
caring for elderly parents. Some of them don't have reliable modes of transportation, and so working from home allows them to have a job.
That's me. I had to take a bus every day, and I had to wake up at I was either going to be an hour. Like, in the way it worked was I was either going to, if I wanted to get to my job, I either had to be an hour early before 8. Like, I had to, I had to be either an hour early before 9 or an hour late. It sucked. And once I finally did find a way to get there before 9, I was always like 12 minutes late. It was terrible.
Period. Remote work is a DE&I issue. And if you are unwilling to provide some...
Oh, I hate the fact that, like, people are using, like, DEI as, like, fucking, like, it's the new woke, it's the new woke, which was the new BLM, was the new, which was the new, like, welfare queen. It's just say the N-word. Just say the N-word. Whenever I hear people calling something woke, I just, I look at the people they're talking about. I look at what they're calling, they say the word work, I look at the people they're talking about, I'm just like, okay, so they're just trying to say insert slur here. Like, that's all it fucking is, man.
Sort of flexibility in your working environment, then you are not creating an equitable and inclusive space for your employees.
They don't actually care about that. They, the fucking NFL, companies don't actually care about, diversity because, they will prioritize it at the lower rungs, but when you get to this, they get to the C-suite, they will have one woman, usually a white woman, and maybe a black man or a man of color, or they would just have a woman of color as the token hire. So
motherfuckers out here like the new CEO of Starbucks, who is working remotely for his $1.6 million salary a year. He got a $10 million sign-on bonus. He's working remotely in California when the headquarters are based in Seattle, and all of the Starbucks corporate employees were mandated to go back to the office last year. And
I want to be very clear that, as a remote employee, I'm not necessarily against, going into the office at all, but I think, if they want you to come into the office for a big old in-person meeting once a month, on a Monday or whatever, I'm cool with that, so much, insofar as gotta book travel, make it honestly, make it I'm not opposed to that. The idea of hey, you gotta come into the office this Friday. I'm okay, cool. Well, with the kid, if I'm a random Joe Schmo, wake the kids up, take them out of, they're not going into school on Friday. It's for funsies. We're getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning. We're getting up at 4 in the morning, for a plane trip. You fly into the city where it's located in, get a little hotel thingy-madoohickey. You go to work, leave the kids with your partner, and they go have sleep and then go have a fun day. You go to work for a few hours, meet things, say hi, just blah 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 blah, blah. And then you get home, you get back to the thing, and you get to spend all Saturday in a city or whatever, like Seattle or Los Angeles, see some sights, do a little tourism. Sunday, have a nice breakfast, visit a local famous restaurant, get on a plane, go home, and you're home, and everybody's in bed asleep by 9 or 10. Now, granted, I'm spoiled because I live in the northeastern seaboard and have readily access and have easier access to airports. I know that people living in larger states and in the middle of the country do not have that luxury. So bear in mind that I'm thinking I live in Delaware, the fucking headquarters is in LA or Chicago or Austin or Houston even, and doing it that way. That's what I'm thinking. I'm down to take the wife out and go get some Texas barbecue and shit. Just take a short weekend vacation thing. I'm cool with going to work to do that, but they don't want they want your ass in, and they also use like a big reason was so they could fire a lot of expensive employees who like had gone other places. It sucks.
It's really clear that so many companies are using this as a way to get employees to quit rather than have massive layoffs, and that way they don't have to pay people severance, and it looks better from a PR standpoint.
They're not even doing severance at this point. I didn't get severance from when I like left JP. I didn't get severance. So, you know, like unless you're like higher in the company, like I was like barely an associate. Like they're not giving severance, dude.
Point, at least in their minds, that they're not having huge layoffs and people are just, you know, leaving of their own accord. And we can complain about more, you know, the Great Resignation type shit.
Nobody wants to work anymore.
CEOs and other senior executives living in their multi-million-dollar homes to say, if you don't like it, just quit. Because they are completely disconnected from the reality that people are only working in these jobs because they have no other choice. We cannot escape the exploitative system of capitalism. We cannot escape how just insane, unfettered corporate greed has gotten in the US, and we need to be able to put food on the table. We have bills to pay. We have people that we need to care for. And many of us don't have the luxury of just saying, I'm going to quit.
Yeah, that's... we're in hell.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to talk to me outside of this video, outside of live streams, or just join the community and be a part of it, you can do so at HIMediaTV/Discord. Discord links there. We'd love to have you. And given the financial situation of the economy right now, I know this is a tall ask, but if you have the scratch to spare, please consider donating and becoming a supporter at HIMedia.gg/tip. All of our perks are serviced through our Discord channel, including early access videos, exclusive videos, and more. Your generosity is a blessing, and $1 a month is a boon to my mental health. Thank you so very much for watching. I appreciate you, and have a great day.